Hello, everyone. This is Certified College Funding Specialist Jeff Taylor, and I want to talk to you about avoiding the $300,000 college funding mistake. If you Google me, you'll find that I've done a lot of work in the community, and I have a highly trusted professional reputation in the community. I have over 30 years of financial strategy experience. I am a military veteran. I'm a life insurance license in various states, and I've worked with Michigan Money Summit Murray Feldman from Fox 2 News. I have done work with the Association of Michigan CPAs, the Southfield Better Business Bureau. As a matter of fact, done several workshops on 910 AM Word Network, and 950 AM said that I was Michigan's #1 college planner. I've done some work with the Detroit Free Press, I was mentioned, and also participated in a seminar entitled The $1 Trillion Student Loan Debt Crisis. I've done speaking engagements for the Troy and West Bloomfield Rotary Club, and actually Southfield Schools hired me, and their scholarships went up by $2 million. I've done several presentations for various organizations associated with the state of Michigan, and I've done various churches, groups, and organizations throughout the region. Rainbow Coalition called upon me a couple of times to provide college planning for their financial literacy program. So what is the $300,000 mistake? Well, unfortunately, less than 3% of entering college freshmen will receive a full ride. 40% of college students drop out after the first year of college, and another 50% of students drop out after the second year of college. And less than 15% of college students will graduate within a 4-year period of time. And many students will become college dropouts and financially bankrupt by age 22. Many parents will carry their child's student debt into their retirement, and many parents will raid their retirement security to pay for their children's college education. All of these lead to the catastrophic financial consequences of the $300,000 mistake. So there are 5 people who fall into this trap. I mean, there are more, but these are 5 people that typically call me in this particular situation. So that's a single mom who didn't qualify for financial aid and was dependent upon their students' achievement. Well, unfortunately, they did receive thousands of dollars in funding, but unfortunately, there was a shortfall of $10,000 to $30,000 per year. This is a common occurrence where parents are overly confident in their students' achievement and believe just because they're a great kid, academically wise, that they are guaranteed a full ride. It's just not true. So a parent is hit with sticker shock, and then what happens is that the parent ends up taking out debt or going into their retirement to offset those expenses. This creates a back-end cost from interest and loss due to utilizing retirement funds, and that brings additional hardship as a parent is not prepared for their next child. Another person is the dad that was diagnosed with cancer during the student's junior year in high school, and unfortunately, the dad won't be at work for 2 years while he's recovering, and he's forced to use the college and retirement savings for treatment. Well, financial aid kicked in, but unfortunately, the additional $10,000 that was needed for school wasn't available, and the student was forced to drop out of college. College savings was depleted by the cost of the sickness, and unfortunately, that ended up in some additional hardship for the student. What about the married couple that saved $75,000 for school, and their student received a full ride hockey scholarship? So you're thinking, okay, well, hey, we get to keep our money. Unfortunately, the college found out about their college savings plan because the additional documents that were necessary to be filled out to complete the scholarship, and then the scholarship was reduced by the college savings plan. Parent didn't know the rules of funding, and unfortunately, they were forced to overpay for college. The parents actually end up using their retirement security, or their retirement security was directly affected by that. So then you have the mom who saved for college, right? And after a student reached the second year of college, their assets were negatively affected by a change in the economy, and unfortunately, now the parent is forced to use their retirement savings to keep their kid in school, and the student didn't consider additional college offers. And as an end result, the parent ended up overpaying for college, and therein lies the $300,000 impact. So what about the parent who received an early retirement package and the parent elected to pay for college 10 years prior for all three of the children and they wanted to pay cash because they had the money? Well, the parent is not prepared to retire due to paying cash for college 10 years prior, and unfortunately, they too made the $300,000 mistake. So why consider doing a risk assessment? Well, each parent in every situation, this crisis that they fell into was totally unintentional. They were not aware of the rules of funding. However, if they had a risk assessment prior to that, it would have identified the potential pitfalls, red flags, and mistakes that are hidden to the parent and the student in the various scenarios that are presented. Then it provides a solution-based strategy that can correct that mistake and lead to designing a zero net cost college plan. Well, a zero cost college plan prepares the parent and it protects the student despite having to pay for college. The primary objective is to protect the present and future income of the parent as well as the student. So what's next? I'd love to do a 30-minute introduction complimentary session with you where we'll do a careful review of your risk factors and their cost. I'll provide a written summary of solution-based strategies with planning timelines, as well as review how I earn a living. How am I compensated? You'll know that up front. I'll address your questions, and then we'll determine if we want to partner together to rescue or either provide proactive steps to design a zero net cost college plan. So in closing, are you ready for your complimentary risk assessment? If you are, go to tuitionreductionplan.com, download the risk assessment questionnaire, then check your schedule to see what 2 dates and times that are convenient for your 30-minute session. You're going to send those in to me, and I'm going to pick one of them. Then you're going to complete your risk assessment, send it over to me, and email that to coach@tuitionreductionplan.com at least 48 hours prior to the appointment. Thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you soon.